Welcome to WatchMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 most expensive video games you might already own. For this list, we'll be looking at pricey retro games that you may have in your collection. We won't be including any special editions or games specifically made in limited quantities. Because, let's face it, you probably don't have a copy of the 1990 Nintendo World Championships just lying around. Also, we're only talking about American releases of these games. Do you have any of these gems? What's the rarest game in your collection? Let us know in the comments below. Number 10. Silent Hill. It may not look like much now, but Silent Hill was terrifying on the original PlayStation. It birthed an incredible survival horror series that we really hope to see return someday. And if you have a copy of this masterpiece, you might want to keep it in good condition. The disc alone is valued around $90, but if it includes the box and manual, the price rises to around $150. However, unopened copies are where the real money is. An unopened copy of Silent Hill can fetch close to $400, while one graded by a professional can reach $850. Not too shabby for something that actually sold pretty well back in the day.
I'm not the only one who's still walking around. I'm the same as them.
Number 9. Futurama, the video game. Matt Groening's Futurama unfortunately hasn't gotten the same abundance of video game adaptations that The Simpsons has, but the one that exists can cost a pretty penny. The cel-shaded platform shooter released on the PS2 and Xbox in 2003. Although both versions can be a bit expensive, it's the PS2 version that, for whatever reason, is the pricier of the two. Just the disc can sell for around $110, while a complete copy sells for $200. A sealed copy isn't much more expensive than that. But if graded, its value reaches the height of nearly $900. Number 8. Worms Armageddon N64 version. If you have a copy of this turn-based strategy game on any other platform, we're sorry to say it isn't worth squat. But if you picked it up for the N64, you're sitting on a small fortune to some collectors. The cartridge itself is valued around $220, but the price jumps up significantly if it's in the box. Which makes sense considering we all used to throw those away. A complete copy is valued at $710, although if it's sealed it can reach $1,250. A graded copy can add an extra $200 on top of that.
Chew on this!
Number 7. Suikoden II. Released for the original PlayStation in 1999, Suikoden II is a fantastic RPG. Maybe it was the 16-bit art style in a 3D-heavy era, or maybe it was due to Final Fantasy VIII releasing a little over a week later, but it didn't exactly fly off the shelves. If you picked up a copy and held on to it, then you've got a great treasure in your collection. The disc is valued at $200, while a complete in-box copy is valued at around $350. But it's amazing how high values can shoot up if a game is unopened. A still-in plastic copy of Suikoden II can reach nearly $1,000, while a graded copy is valued at $1,675. Number 6. Cubivore, Survival of the Fittest. Cubivore is one of the GameCube's weirdest games. Players control a box-like creature and eat others to increase their strength. Though it didn't sell well in Japan, Atlus took over publishing duties from Nintendo to localize it in the West. If you snagged a copy back then, you might want to look into selling it. The disc by itself is valued at around $327, though an in-box copy can net you close to $500. A brand new unopened copy doesn't get you much more as it's currently sitting at $600. But if you get that bad boy graded and find the right collector, Cubivore can get you around $1,400. Number 5. Kuon. From Software is now one of the most praised developers in the industry. That wasn't always the case. In a pre-Dark Souls era, the studio released this PS2 survival horror game, and it was during a time when the studio wasn't as big in America. The Western version didn't receive a lot of marketing and has since become a rare collectible. If you did happen to take a chance on the game and still at least have a loose disc, it could earn you around $500. If it's in the case, Kuon is valued at around $745 or $1,500 if it's still sealed in plastic. Although there haven't been any sales of graded copies yet, it's only a matter of time. Number 4. Ninja 5-0. Developed by Hudson Soft and published by Konami for the Game Boy Advance, Ninja 5-0 joins a long line of excellent action platformers starring ninjas. And while it deservedly got great reviews, it sadly didn't sell well, which has made it a high-priced collectible. If you've still got your cartridge rattling around somewhere, it could get you around $400. Add in the box and manual, however, and you're looking at closer to $1,000. If it's sealed, you can expect something closer to $1,460, but a graded copy skyrockets up to a value of $3,500. Number 3. Mega Man 5. Not to be confused with the home console releases, which use numbers for its sequels rather than Roman numerals, the Game Boy's Mega Man 5 is the best of the handheld entries. Instead of reusing robot bosses from the NES games like its predecessors, it includes all new ones. This has perhaps led to it becoming rather rare. A lone cartridge is valued at $200, but there apparently aren't many boxes left, as a complete copy is valued at around $1,400. An unopened copy could sell for around $2,200, and getting it graded could add $200 on top of that. Number 2. Earthbound. A sequel to the Japan-only Mother that released as the 2D era was winding down naturally didn't generate big sales numbers. But Earthbound has become a definitive cult classic since then, and its prices reflect that. If you grabbed a copy in 1995 and only managed to hold on to the cartridge, it could still get you around $330. However, if you've got a complete in-box copy, oh boy! Depending on condition, a complete copy can earn you close to $2,000. A factory sealed copy is way better, of course, and it's currently valued at $3,647. And if it's graded, it can sell for around $4,000. Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure to go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Shanti. WayForward's Shantae series is now seen as an indie darling with wonderful platforming mechanics. And congrats to the developer, because the poor release of the first game would have ruined those with less grit. The Half Genie's debut on the Game Boy Color came a year after the Game Boy Advance had already been released. Naturally, it didn't sell well, but if you managed to get a copy, the cartridge alone could earn you $870 these days. A complete in-box copy is valued over twice the amount, $2,272 in fact. If that box is also unopened, you could be looking at a value of close to $3,700 or $3,800 if graded, and it will only rise over time. In the mood for more awesome gaming content? Be sure to check out this video here on Mojo Plays. And don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.